Good morning, grade 5. Welcome back to the English class. So in the previous class, we learned the story, The Foolish Frogs. And we also saw a few exercises from the chapter. Today, let's see the rest of the exercise from the chapter. So let's start today's class by discussing the grammar section. Then we'll discuss the punctuation exercise, and after that, we'll discuss the writing exercise. So first, the grammar section. So here in page number 13, you can see the grammar exercise, and this is about the use of pronouns. So what is a pronoun? A pronoun is a word that we use instead of a noun. A word that is used to replace a noun or a noun phrase in a sentence. Or it is a word that is used as a substitute of a noun. This is to avoid the repetition of a noun, or this is to avoid saying the same noun over and over again. For example, listen to these sentences. Sarah is my sister. Sarah loves dancing and singing. So here in the two sentences, we used the noun Sarah to begin the sentence. So we can also say these like, Sarah is my sister. She loves dancing and singing. So in the second sentence, we used the word she to refer to Sarah. So she is a pronoun. So here are a few more examples of the pronouns. Words such as he, she, it, they, them are all examples of pronouns. So in the textbook in page number 13, the first question under the grammar section is substitute the underlined words with suitable pronouns and rewrite the sentences. So the first question here is, this is my book. You see the words my book underlined here. You have to replace these words with a suitable pronoun. Can you say which is a suitable pronoun here? You can rewrite this sentence like, this is mine, or this book is mine. See the next question here, question number 2. Rishi has bought a new pen. The word, the noun Rishi is underlined here. So it's a name, so you can replace that noun with a pronoun like either he or she. So here I have rewritten the sentence like he has bought a new pen. So similarly, have a look at the other questions given in the exercise. Use a suitable pronoun to replace the underlined nouns in each of the sentences. So you can complete this exercise yourself. You can rewrite the sentences here in the space provided itself. So let's move on to the next section, section B. This is about relative pronouns. So we have learned about pronouns and relative pronouns in our English reader. So what are relative pronouns? A relative pronoun is a pronoun used to refer to a noun that has gone before it, or it is used to connect a noun and a phrase. For example, when you say, is this what you were talking about? You see the word what? It is a pronoun here which connects a noun and a phrase. So the word what is the relative pronoun in this sentence. In the second example, I am not sure whom this book belongs to. So that word whom there, that is an example of a relative pronoun. So this exercise is about the use of relative pronouns. Let's read the questions. Circle the incorrect relative pronouns and rewrite the sentences correctly. Let's read the first question. She is the girl whom topped the exams. So can you identify the relative pronoun in this? Here the relative pronoun is whom, but is it the correct relative pronoun to be used in this sentence? No. So you have to circle that relative pronoun there. Then you have to rewrite this sentence using a suitable relative pronoun. How can we rewrite this? It should be like, she is the girl who topped the exams. Instead of whom, you have to use the relative pronoun who to make this sentence correct. Let's see one more example. The second question. The park who we play in is near my home. Can you identify the relative pronoun used in this? It is the word who. So is this the correct relative pronoun to be used here? No. So how can we correct this sentence? See, park means it's a place. So instead of who, we should use where. So the sentence can be corrected like, the park where we play in is near my home. So hope this is clear to you. Have a look at the other questions from the section. Then complete these questions by yourself. You can rewrite the sentences in the textbook itself. Now let's move on to the next exercise. This is the punctuation exercise, and this is about the use of comma. So we have learned that we use a comma to indicate a smaller break or a soft pause. And we use comma to separate words or names or ideas, and we also use comma after introductory word in a sentence or after an introductory thought in a sentence. So this exercise is in reference to the use of commas. So let's read the question. Rewrite these sentences with commas inserted at the correct places. The first question is, yes, I have finished my work. So here this sentence is given without inserting commas in between. You have to identify which is the right place to insert a comma in this sentence to make it more correct. Can you identify it? How can we correct this one? You have to use a comma after the word yes. So yes is an introductory word in this sentence. So after an introductory word or an introductory clause, you have to use a comma. So it is yes, comma, I have finished my work. Let's see the second question. However, we have to wait one more day. So here also we have to identify where to insert the comma. After the word however, which is an introductory word, we have to insert a comma. So it is like however, then a small pause, we have to wait one more day. However, comma, we have to wait one more day. Now let's see the third question. When it's evening, you can go to the park. So here, where do we insert the comma? Let's see. When it's evening, you can go to the park. So here in this sentence, the part when it's evening, this is an introductory thought or a dependent clause, which means it cannot stand alone to convey the full thought of the sentence. So after the introductory thought or the dependent clause, we have to use a comma. So it should be when it's evening, comma, you can go to the park. So I hope this is clear to you now. Have a look at the other three questions given in this exercise. Rewrite the sentences after inserting commas at the right places. Complete this exercise. Now let's move on to the next exercise. It is the writing section. Now here, this is about writing an alternate ending to the story. Imagine that the king in the story had understood the snake's plans. What do you think would have happened? Write the ending in your own words. So in the story, The Foolish Frogs, we saw how the evil snake convinced everyone, even the royal family, with a story and ate up all the frogs in the frog kingdom. So here you are asked to imagine that the frog king had understood the snake's plans. The frog king would have let the snake eat his subjects if he knew his plans. What do you think about it? So just think of what would have happened if the frog king knew the snake's plans and how the story would have ended. So you can imagine this and write a different ending to the story. So that's called an alternate ending. Okay? Just spark up your imagination and rewrite the ending of the story. You can write it here in the textbook itself in the space provided. So children, let me remind you the homework for the day once again. You have to go through the story once again and complete all the exercise and submit in Microsoft Teams. So that's all for today, children. We'll meet in the next class. Till then, bye.